Aloha, beautiful souls. Welcome, Tarot Ohana, to Empress Moon Tarot 777. My name is Ocean, and I'm happy to have you here at the channel today. If you are brand new to my channel, at this channel, we blend a variety of topics such as tarot, runes, star seeds, light workers, shadow work, energy work, twin flames, soulmates, astrology, a variety of things. I'd hate for you to miss a future transmission, so be sure to hit that lovely subscribe button so that you can stay connected. If you have been with me, whether it's been for a week or for years, I am happy to have you here. You know how grateful I am to your presence. Mahalo, my darlings, mahalo. And we are going to go ahead and we are going to get started. But I wanted to let you know, I did select one lucky commenter from the last Pisces video. She will be listed after this, or the last Cancer video. My apologies. I just finished Pisces. I selected one lucky winner from the last Cancer video in the comments, and she will be posted at the end of this reading, and I will do a one-card tarot reading for her. I just want to let you know, if you want to be included in that random comment selector for the potential for me to read a one-card tarot reading for you, be sure to comment down below. All right, my darlings, let's get started. I've already pre-shuffled your cards, Cancer. We're going to start with our Wisdom of the Oracle. We're going to split this deck. We're going to see what they give us. All right, we got flexible. This card always gives me yoga vibes, you know? I wish I could do a yoga handstand. So this card gives me yoga vibes, but basically the card indicates it's time for you to go with the flow. So we'll see what that has to do with. Let's do a three pile split on the tarot deck. Today I'm using the Light Seers Tarot. We have the Two of Cups, Three of Coins, Nine of Cups, Two of Swords, King of Swords, King of Cups, two kings. Okay. Whoa, wow. You're deciding between two men. I'll be darned. Look at that. Look at that, Cancer. Deciding between two kings. Okay. Doesn't have to be men. Now, they're men on the cards. It could be two women, could be a man and a woman, you know. This is you deciding between two people. Holy smokes. Okay, I was not expecting a third-party situation to come up so quickly. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Ten of Cups. Oh, yeah. Ace of Wands. And the Ten of Wands. Overall energy is the Four of Coins. Wow, this is huge. Okay. So the overall energy is the Four of Coins, and the Four of Coins is that energy of holding back, not allowing yourself to be vulnerable with other people, not allowing yourself to be vulnerable with these two people. Really kind of keeping close to your chest which of the two you're sort of leaning more towards. I do see a decision coming in the future. I'm not certain it's going to be the right one for you, though. And we'll go over it. We'll give you all the facts that are showing in the cards. And then we'll let you make your own choices from there, Cancer. So, Four of Coins, you holding back. We see that there is a need for you to choose between two people. There's two people that you have found yourself in love with. Two people you have this beautiful energy of connection with. Two people you see could be potential long-term partners. And there's concern over which one is the right one for you. There's a desire to be with somebody who fills your cup just as much as you fill theirs. I don't know if you guys ever read that book, There's a Hole in My Love Cup, right? Like, you don't want a hole in your love cup. You want to fill their love cup. You want them to fill your love cup. Basically, you want to be able to meet each other's emotional needs, physical needs, spiritual needs, love needs in general. And so this is showing the energy of two people pouring energy into two cups, where you're both mutually putting time and effort into a connection. There's also this strong desire for long-term love and commitment and affection and, emotional fulfillment here as well. You may be thinking about a family also. But apparently your two choices are so vastly strong for you that you don't know who to choose. And with this Two of Swords here, it's almost like you're afraid to make the wrong choice. And you keep trying to go backwards, but they're not letting you go backwards. All right, so let's talk about each person. So we have somebody here who is a good intellectual match for you with the King of Swords. This person's very honest, very truthful. Sometimes they're honest to a fault. The King of Swords can speak truth, and sometimes it hurts. Sometimes the truth hurts. So this is somebody who's very, very truthful, very, very strong. They're not super emotional, not super compassionate, but they're very, very direct. They're very communicative. This particular person is somebody that you could easily work well with. You could build a nice solid foundation with. You may have started off as friends with this particular person. This person, does give off that friendly kind of soulmate vibe, So this is good for collaboration, good for potentially building long-term with. But like I said, sometimes the truth hurts. So, their communication isn't always roses, right? And then with the Ace of Wands, there's strong magnetic attraction between you and this person. And you also may have a strong psychic link to this person as well, because they're focusing strongly on the third eye here. Now, the Ace of Wands does have its downside, because sometimes this person has, a very strong libido. And if you have a mismatched libido, that could be a problem, if you do. So something to think about. If you guys have a matched libido, that's great. Works out fantastic for you. But sometimes the Ace of Wands can be passionate to the point where they're insatiable. All right, so then we have the man behind door number 2. The man behind door number 2 is highly spiritual. Very, very spiritual, with the King of Cups. Not only very spiritual, very emotional, but yet emotionally stable. So the King of Cups is emotionally stable, kind of cool as a cucumber, doesn't get angry, kind of like very, very much is comfortable living in his emotions, very much is in touch with his emotions, can communicate his emotions. This person's not afraid to express how they feel. And they also may be very spiritual, maybe focused on meditation, even yoga, because we saw Be Flexible, right? So there's a strong focus on that as well. This particular person makes your heart sing. They really, really, really make your heart go crazy. Like when this person is around, your heart skips a beat. There's intense emotional satisfaction. I'm not seeing physical satisfaction. I'm not seeing friendship showing up here, but golly, oh golly, do you love them, right? Cancer, so that's definitely showing up here. It's almost like there's this a sense of love, giddy excitement every time you're around this person, right? But with this 10 of Wands, they may live at a physical distance from you. So this could be a long distance connection that is a struggle for you. So there could be long distance involved. They also could be moving. They may be going off to school with the Ten of Wands. They may have just gone off to school. They, may be moving somewhere for a new job. They may travel a lot for work. There may be a worry that there's not enough here to solidify a strong foundation to build off of and grow off of. So there may be, maybe you love this person so much that there's worries of abandonment, that could occur here as well. So you have two very, very strong potential people here for you, both with good qualities, which is why you can't seem to choose. All right. 8 of coins. Look at this distraction. You're being distracted by this choice. Talk to me some more about Cancer needing to make a decision here. All right, one fell on the floor. Hold on. The Fool. Okay, so you do need to take a leap of faith. In one direction or the other. And then Page of Coins. Okay, so there's going to be some communication that helps you to determine which direction to go in. So we see that there's communication coming in that's going to help you to determine how to move forward in this connection. Oh, look at what was on the bottom. Unfinished symphony. Okay, one of these two you have unfinished business with. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you're waiting on one to return due to unfinished business, Cancer, or you're trying to return to somebody that you have unfinished business with, and you're needing to make a decision between that person and somebody you may currently be with. So you've got your work cut out for you. Right now it looks like the important part is gaining a new perspective. Gaining a new perspective on what's going to make you happy, what's going to fulfill your soul, and make you feel, that you can be independent and still be in a connection, and you will find your wisdom going forward. Cancer, they're giving me no other information other than that. You have a decision to make, and you need to take that leap of faith based on some piece of information that's coming in. It's not here yet, but it's coming. That's what I see. I'm going to leave that right there. Oh my goodness, Cancer. I wish you well. We'll see what comes up in your love reading over the weekend. Maybe this person will show up, or maybe we'll see who you chose or who you're about to choose. Hopefully that will come through for you. All right. Cancer, the random comment that was selected is, so I'm going to put it right here, from Tudor Rose Tarot. She said about the last Cancer video, wow, this sounds like my ex, the Cancer. I have not heard from him in 3 years. I have forgiven him. I wish. She says, I wish we could just have closure. And then apparently he blocked and she couldn't reach out, but that reading sounded like him. Oh, Tudor. Well, I hate that you guys haven't been able to gain a sense of closure, but let's see what card the spirit guides of yours wanted you to have. We are going to pull a card from the Marchetti deck. All right. From Tudor Rose. What message do you have for Tudor Rose? Whoops. Too many cards fell. We're going to have to reshuffle. So if you'd like to be included in the potential next Cancer video, to have your comment selected and have a 1-card tarot reading pulled for you, be sure to comment down below. All right, let's see what we've got for Tudor Rose. There we go. We got the King of Swords. Isn't that interesting? So if you were having to choose between two people, it might be the King of Swords. Okay, so the King of Swords is the King of Truth and Integrity, right? It could be that based on your comment, right? Let's look at your comment for a moment. Maybe the closure that you need to get is to write a letter, but never send it, right? Write a letter to come to peace in your own heart and your own mind with the ending of that connection. And then do a burning ritual. Get rid of the paper. You don't want to keep it around, because keeping it around just holds that negative energy there. So it could be something like that. But when the King of Swords comes up, there may be a situation that comes up. The King of Swords can represent law and government, as well as schools and institutions, things of that nature, financial as well. So it's possible that you may need to take a look at some contracts over the next little bit, or there may be something coming up that you might need to sign. You might want to make sure you focus on fine print, things of that nature. If you're in need of renewing like your tag for your car, or renewing a license or something, I'd take care of that now so that you don't find yourself in trouble with the King of Swords showing up. King of Swords also indicates that as you speak in the near future, make sure that you speak clearly, concisely, and with truth. Not to have lies of omission or lies to protect somebody's, feelings. It's important to remain truthful. It's important to remain direct. So our King of Swords could also indicate that somebody's coming into your life who's going to communicate with you in that way. And it's going to be necessary for you to just hear them out, do some active listening, pay attention to what it is they may have to say, because it's possible that your guides may be bringing somebody in to give you an important message. So this is what I have for you today. I hope this helps. Keep an eye out for this person. Also take some of those things to heart, and we'll see what comes up the next time you have a comment selected. Until then, I hope you are doing absolutely well and that this reading found you well. All right, my darlings, if you need a personal reading, oceanmoonflower.com. 3 tiers of membership. Check it out. My Legendary Mystic Tarot is available for sale. Link down below. And yeah, I think that's about it. Comment to be included in the next video. All right, my darlings. Ta-ta for now. Love and light. Kiss, kiss. Until our next reading.